Who's going next?
Genelia प्रभात from Motherhood। कहना चाहूँगा जेनेलिया कि जो शादी होती है या बच्चे होते हैं बहुत बड़ा एसेट होता है किसी के लिए, लेकिन एज अ बॉलीवुड सेलिब्रिटी जो होते हैं काफ़ी एम्बिशियस होते हैं। तो जब कैरियर की बात आती है तो क्या ये एसेट होता है या ड्रॉबैक होता है शादी होना या बच्चे होना?
I don't think it's a drawback at all. Yeah, no, I think honestly your question is right. India at a certain level is evolving and all this has really changed. I feel whether it's marriage or whether it's having children. I think primarily what's important is the fact that um, it's part of nature, it's part of life. And I think the more we accept it, we get better films because we get better films at different ages. We get, like today, I feel I'm more experienced than, much more experienced than what I was at 20 or 22. So I feel I'll be a better actor the later I am than what I was earlier because there's so many more emotions that you've come across, there's so many more things. And that's the reason why in the West, they're all married, they all have children. So I'm sure that it is evolving. I can see it evolving. You can see a lot of mothers, be it Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, be it Konkana Sen, whoever is coming back and doing work. It's definitely evolving. I do, however, feel that priorities change a bit. I can't work the entire year at this age. I think maybe once my child goes to school, I can think about that because they will have 8 hours or 9 hours at school. But right now it is tough. So I can do an hour or two or maybe one film at a time, but I can't do as much as I could do before, I feel, in that way.
During your pregnancy also, have you actually been part of the prenatal exercise workshops?
Honestly, I always have this doubt that I couldn't trust anyone as much because as a person, I've never really exercised myself. But having said that, I do think it's extremely important. I think when you're pregnant, it's honestly, when you're pregnant, of course, people say, eat this laddu, eat this, eat that, eat that. No, but there are times that you need to walk. And like people say, no, don't walk, it's not good. But these are things that, even if you have your gynac, they'll explain to you that, being active, if you're fit, I'm not saying that if you're not fit, go and, just be active. But if you're having a good pregnancy, you should treat it as a good pregnancy. So you should have a little bit of walking. Like I walked every single day when I was pregnant, be it 9 months, or I climbed up steps. I did everything because that's the way I wanted it to be. And I believed that it's a phase of life. It's not something that, you need to sit back and moan about and say, oh, my back is paining. So I never had any back pain. I never had any of these things because I think I was a lot more active in my pregnancy. And I honestly believe that it's important to have these kind of exercises, these kind of things for your body because you are undergoing a lot of strain, struggle, stress. I just think it's the right thing that you need to do at that point in time. With someone who you can trust. I'm like that. I totally agree with you.
Very particular about that's it. That's it. There was a question coming from there, ma'am. Okay, we go there.
Challenging moments for you as a mother, particularly while raising the kids?
With me, actually, he's still not two, but so I'm sure I have a long way to go. But I think the first time I saw Rian bump his head, and like a little fall, but the first time I saw blood, I was like, oh my god, I thought the whole world had ended. And then I realized that, I can't panic. I have to be strong. So ever since, in myself, I see such a big change. Like I see I'm much more confident. I take control of the situation. I don't really sit and say, oh my god, what's happening, this, that. No, I'm like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. And so I see these things happening in motherhood. I see the fact that never plan because children teach you to live in the moment. They don't teach you to plan for years. They teach you to live for today, in the moment, enjoy it and move on. So these are little things that I see from my child, and I think it's the most beautiful thing. We all say, live for today, don't live for tomorrow, think about today, but none of us do it. But I think children make you do it because they're so excited today, tomorrow they may not even bother about that thing. So you learn to live life like that, I think.
Thank you. That's it. That was a very